Hey now, welcome to Freedom Sufferer Cards video number 65. And today, a little bit of a different video. It was actually quite a challenging process for me, because I do not want to include most of these cards in my top hockey acquisitions of 2020. That'll be the biggest and longest video of that series for next week. I might wait a couple of weeks and just end on hockey, but this is, I guess I'm going to say, most or some of my favorite Leaf cards I have. Whether they were Leafs at the time that they were on the card, or they were drafted by the Leafs, or currently on the Leafs. And I'm trying not to include autos in here, because I have a bunch of those. And I have way too many Leaf cards, so I'm just choosing some of my favorites. Alright? Doesn't have to be from last year. It could be ones I've had in my possession for a long time, and I'll try to keep them separate from in categories like retro or patches or rookies. And I can tell you right now, a lot of these rookies that I couldn't put on this list will be on my top acquisitions of 2020 list. But anyway, before I start, I would like to do another shout out to a very special individual. This guy, Arana Boys, or Arana Boys. He is aka Spidey, father of 3. This guy is hilarious, and he's got amazing energy. Let me tell you, I kept hearing about him. I couldn't find him. I didn't know the proper spelling, and some of the links on my fellow YouTubers for his site just wouldn't work. So I finally found him, and I'm glad I did. The guy is just the epitome of a good time. All kinds of fun. And he's not afraid of a face reveal either, so just please check him out. Take my word, it'll be worth your while. The guy is a super guy, man. He's got me cracking up half of the time. That's not always easy to do. I usually am the one making myself laugh half the time. But anyway, please check him out. I would appreciate that greatly. And so would he. And now, let us begin. I'm going to start. These are mostly all team bags, so I might have to take them out throughout the process. Probably should have done that beforehand, but I'm going to start with some vintage, some older Leaf cards. This guy played a big role in the Leafs, getting back to respectability. This is not his rookie card, but it's close. Pat Quinn. Whoop at Pat Quinn in this picture. Rest in peace, Pat. This guy would walk into a room and he would not have to say a word because people respected him. What he said, when he did say it, there wasn't anyone that would dare question him. And of course, Bobby Orr knows all about Pat Quinn as well. Pat Quinn, a beauty, tough Irishman. We miss you, bud. Next up, we have a guy known more for his time in Montreal, but I still really like this card. It's got a nice crease in it. Jacques Plant. Nice old school Jacques Plant card. Look at those ears on the Habs. So he was definitely known more for his time on the Habs and the Rangers. A couple of years, and the Blues, but that's just a nice card. By all accounts, a nice dude and a great goalie. Legend. Speaking of a Leaf legend here, we go to Mr. Daryl Sidler, also not his rookie. Daryl Sittler is known for having a record that still stands today. One of the records that Wayne Gretzky did not beat. He had 10 points in a single game. To this day, a lot of pride is still taken in that it is held by a Leaf. Because even though the Leafs have been around since the beginning of hockey, their individual players aren't really at the top of the league leaders lists. Not in many categories anyway. But that individual game, and this guy, by all accounts as well, was a class act, great player, Daryl Sidler. Not the greatest cut in that card. It's not about the condition on this list. Sticking with some retro, we got Ron Ellis. Reliable, tough, stay at home, very respectful player. Won a couple of Stanley Cups as well. Averaged 23 goals per season, right wing. But the guy was actually known as a good two-way player, solid, dependable. Awesome. Ron Ellis. And now we go to George Armstrong. Okay, this is one that might have to be taken out of the sleeve. Let me see. So there we go. George Armstrong, another right winger. One of the all-time great Leafs. This card is from, it looks like 1970. As he's got his statistics from 69-70. Come on, man. Beautiful, vintage George Armstrong. Alright. And now, we'll go to a few rookies. Not the greatest centering job. The guy that got me started playing goalie, Mike Palmitiere. My first ever favorite goalie was this dude. After him, there were some years, let me tell you, but there was Alan Bestier. Come on, go back to you, Mike. There you go. Look how young he looks. He looks like a kid. He looks sort of like I did when I was watching him play. Anyway, Mike Palmitiere, rookie. Awesome. It is tops, not O-Pee-Chee, unfortunately, but that's okay. And of course, after Alan Bestier and Peter Eng and Jeff Reese and all those guys that came along, there was Felix, who finally brought some respectability to that position. And that's where we go to right now. Not so much retro, but it is a star rookie. Beautiful. I've had this in my collection since it was released in '92. Felix Poffin, star rookie. Upper deck. Still in great shape. I mean, it's not a perfect, the corner's got a little bit of jazz there, but come on. Beautiful. Beautiful card. Felix the Cat. Poffin. Sticking with a vintage rookie that meant a lot to the Leafs, we've got complete with the airbrushed hair, Rick 5. Awesome, or is it awesome? Not sure. I mean, he had amazing hair. Not sure why that needed the airbrushing job there, but it touched up a lot of that picture from the looks of it. Ridiculous, but awesome. Very happy to have that in my collection as well. First 50 goal scorer in Leafs history. And it's not a reprint. It is a Topps Wendell Clark rookie, which is good enough. It at least teases my appetite until I eventually one day will get the O-Pee-Chee rookie. Wendell Clark, my all-time favorite player. Topps rookie. I can't say enough about this man. Really can't. I will have another Wendell Clark episode one day, where I could properly tell you what this man did and how he sacrificed his body for everything. Mainly the team. And the last rookie to show off is a ridiculous Sears type of picture looking photograph here. Joe Thornton rookie, which has been shooting up in value. It is not the greatest looking card, but for that reason alone, I love it. Joe Thornton, rookie. Jumbo Joe, late into his playing career, he's still making a difference on the Leafs when he plays. Nobody expected this out of him, or Spezza at their ages, or even Simmons to a lesser extent. But they're contributing in a big way, too. And we're going to finish off with a couple of patches. We got 4 jersey swaths, so we'll take a look here. And Mr. Doug Gilmour, Frozen Fabrics. For the few years he was in Toronto, he has forever etched himself into Leaf fan history with, that 93 run, where we all know what happened with Carey Fraser. He wasn't surpassed in points. Yes, and Gretzky was the one who did it, but he wasn't surpassed in points until the finals, that the Leafs weren't even in. He was having an amazing playoff. This guy, two-way player, gritty, leader, he was an amazing Toronto Maple Leaf. Don't be fooled, he played just a few years. Probably will be known more as a Leaf even than as a Flame, even though he won a cup with Calgary. And when he went to Montreal, a lot of Habs fans stopped hating him as well, because they saw how he played, and he wore his heart on his sleeve. A lot of Habs fans will remember him breaking the glass as he slammed the penalty box in, but that's how intense the dude was. Now we've got a current Leaf who's making all kinds of rave reviews, getting rave reviews, and just playing his heart out as well. Super cool dude, very much like James Reimer, extremely nice guy, drafted by the Dallas Stars. Rookie Fabrics of Jack Campbell. I love this card, I love the player, he's a super good guy. So I figured it was fitting. Now, our last two, we have honorary swatches of Daryl Sittler, aforementioned Daryl Sittler from the Trilogy series. Game used Daryl Sidler. And we're going to end off, again, this was hard. I'm not actually going to end off on this. I'm going to end off on something else, but Wendell Clark, Doug Gilmour, numbered to 125, Game 1, Tundra Tandems. Those two guys right there, that was the heart of the Leafs. Those two combined, and became the heartbeat of the Toronto Maple Leafs. What to say that hasn't been said already. Except for thank you so much for the awesome memories you gave the Blue and White Nation. Very much appreciate that, guys. And to finish it off, we have an international Austin Matthews card. You see his current team at that time was the Zurich Lions. We have an international card of Mitch Marner. I'm not going to take them out. But these I will take out because there's something in here. I want to see what Austin Matthews looked like when he was playing that. I have an even older Austin Matthews card. Look at that beauty. 2015 Hot Shot Prospects. Pretty cool. Very cool. We have a couple of Mitch Marner pre-rookies. Young Stars as a right winger there. Mitch Marner, Canada's best in the game, both from in the game. Sticking within the game, again with the London Knights, more Mitch Marner, pre-rookie cards. We have Austin Matthews, marquee rookie. We have Mitch Marner marquee rookie. And we have Boyle, Rainbow marquee rookie of Mitch Marner. You're wondering where are all the young guns? Don't worry. Their time will come, guys, trust me. I have way too many Leafs. This is just what I handpicked for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this a like, subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment. Don't forget to check out Arana Boys. Super, super entertaining and fun channel. This guy is deserving of this shoutout, believe me. And I'll see you guys soon. Real soon. Mini Beezer.